Hello darlings, I hope you can see me. Hello darlings. Hei Satu, moi. Okay, I think I'm live. Yes, sorry. I had an internet connection problem again, and sorry I'm a bit late. I hope you you can both see and hear me. Hey Marika, hi. Okay. Let's start already. Okay. So sorry. My internet connections already tells me that it's freezing the video. I hope you can follow me anyway. And I did write a title and listed all kinds of materials I'm going to use during this live stream, and then our internet connection collapsed, of course, while I pressed to go live, and I had to do it all over again. But let's start. I have here a wooden jewelry box I found from flea market ages ago, and I do hope today this live will be somewhat has somewhat better luck than I had today, because I tried 3 times to use my ordinary resin I always use for my molds to create beautiful patterns with Finnabair molds for this one, and I planned to show how I do it live and also how I attach them to the box live. But somehow, I don't know why, but the resin didn't work. It didn't set at all, so I had to do a plan B, and hence the already first steps of the process visible here. But you can see how this wooden box was originally looking like, I hope. And I have added some Finnabair molds that I have previously made with air dry clay, and then I have added some handmade clay motifs in here. It's a technique I have learned from my Finnabair creative team buddy Yvette, and so you need to ask her secrets. But here's the start. I am going to try to make this one look vintage, metallic vintage, kind of a jewelry box, and I will start it with adding a layer of gesso. I was really tempted to do this part already beforehand, because it would have saved a lot of time, but then I thought that you wouldn't be able to see the process, you know, from the almost beginning, how it looked and how it will turn out because there is hopefully some kind of difference between the end result and how it looked from the beginning. Moi Nina, it's wonderful to see you, friends here. Maybe I should switch for Finnish for my Finnish friends. Or is there anyone in there speaking English? Okay. I have had such a bad luck today with this project. As I said, my resin didn't work. I don't know. I tried 3 times and I know the measures were right. I know I did everything correctly, just the way I always do, and still they didn't set at all. They were just sticky, awful, poisonous stuff that I had to use my gloves and knife, my clothes for my hands, and then I had to use knife to get the stuff out of the molds, and I do hope I didn't ruin them. If you happen to have experiences like that from the resin didn't set at all, and you know where's the problem and how to solve it, please give me some hints. I seem to be inking towards the old-fashioned air dry clay. It isn't poisonous. It doesn't mean you need to use safety clothes, safety glasses, and masks, and so on. Okay, let's make sure that I won't be gluing this. Okay. I had a beautiful pattern in my head for the project. A grungy frame and then some ornaments around it for the lid and so on, but here we go. Now we go with what we have. Hey Ulla, moi! It's I love it, actually. I really do love it. I love that you Finnish friends watch me here, because it's usually only my English-speaking friends here. Schools started this week, at least here in the southwestern coast of Finland. Again, we had a lovely long summer holiday from June to this week, from the beginning of June to this week, and now it's been a bit of a learning curve once again to get used. Moi Sonia! Oh, this one. Yeah. Get used to the routines of early mornings and getting kids ready for school and so on. I don't know if you have just started your summer holidays, depending where you live, or if you are already ending them. Okay. Today it's been really sunny day for maybe first time in 2 weeks, I think. We have had heavy thunderstorms this week every day, and I love it. Oh, how I do adore thunderstorms. It's a heavy rain and wind and thundering. It's gorgeous. I love it. But it's also been nice to enjoy the last blooms of the summer. Okay, first layer of gesso. It definitely needs another one. As you can see, all the bits I have added glue with a brush are clearly visible now, and I do want the base to be somewhat even, so that I can start working with an even base. Okay. The reason why I am doing this jewelry box thingy is that well, first of all, I almost never do anything just for fun, because I try to always create something that's rather useful or then just beautiful. But I know if I do a canvas or a bag, that there is someone I am going to give it to, or something like that. And this jewelry box is coming for good use, I hope, because my husband found a brilliant collection of vintage jewelry for my art journals, and I wanted to create a jewelry box for it, but I didn't have one, a nice one, so I decided I need to do something about it. Okay, I hope 2 layers of gesso will do at this point. Hey Esther, I please remind me once again to answer you, please. It's my my injured brain never remembering anything. For example, I forgot to remind you all about this live stream earlier today, and make sure that someone actually remembers to come to say hi to me, but here you are. Okay, I hope this will do for now, so that it's always a bit tricky with the live streams to be able to actually create something in about 1 hour or so, so that you can see what the end result will be. Okay, a quick drying process is needed, and then I'll add one white layer because it's so dark at the moment. It's still too dark. And then I am going to add a soft gloss gel because I want to create a metallic look, but I do not wish to use metallic paints for it or waxes, because that would be too easy. I thought I want to stretch my brain muscles a bit. Okay, so Snow White, impasto paint, one layer, and then the soft gloss gel one. Or you could use varnish, but I'm thinking that usually varnishes you do have an option for water-based ones, of course, but usually they stink, and I avoid them as much as possible. I'm just curious about. Hi, Claire. Thank you. Do I need to be honest, or do I need to be how to say, live stream chatty to say yes, thank you, I'm fine? Or should I tell you that I've been having my heart monitored for several days now because of the serious problems in there, and doctors can't decide what to do with it, but still I'm fine, thank you, and enjoying enormously for the coming autumn. My favorite time of the year, although I am January girl, I still love autumn the best. It's my favorite time of the year. It's gentle. It has kind of wisdom with it. You know, the gentle feeling of being adult in autumn. I love it. After the usually really extravagant summer explosions and heat and the sun being really how to say, shockingly bright. The autumn light is such a gentle way to say goodbye for the summer. Okay, I hope this is. And Claire, you recognize probably immediately my handmade designs for the top. It was. I hope it's okay for me to say it aloud during the Finnabair live stream, because it's my Finnabair creative team member buddy Yvette in her online classes, who taught me this worms. Yes, worms indeed. I managed to ruin my resin molds 3 times today when I tried to get frames and some other ornaments for the cover, and then I thought that, oh well, what the hell, heck, I really need something for and created some worms. Okay, now we are starting to have somewhat even base for this. Okay, I'll put my heavy dresser away and take my soft gloss gel and I'll add as even layer as possible, but not a thick layer, just this soft one, to protect the surface at this point. I can show you in a moment my project I did today to kind of test the idea of how to do metallic look with impasto paint and just a hint of mica powder. Thanks, Claire. I do hope it's going to look rather nice when finished. So that I can happily put it on my table and fill it with vintage jewelry pieces. Okay, so while I'm really bad at multitasking, but while I'm drying this, I'll show you this crown. I hope you can see it. This is made with impasto paints and just a hint of mica powder. and I don't know, because it's so delayed, the video here on my screen, that I don't see it on the, but I hope you can. I hope I don't turn it too quickly. So that's the look I'm trying to achieve here. Hey Plank. Hello. Okay. Ooh, oh Claire. Oh, Yvette's online class. Oh, I envy you. I think I need to check what it's going to be. Okay, I think it's dry enough. And the reason for me to add soft gloss gel at this point is one that you will see in a flash. I'll add Impasto Paints Dark Chocolate. Let's put the dark chocolate, pitch black, and of course you can use any kind of paints you have, but I vote for Finnabair, of course, being a creative team member, but also because they really work, for me they work just the way I want them to work. So, okay, I take just a hint of black and brown in here, and then I'll try to mix it with a hint of blue. So that it's kind of bluish gray paint in there. I have really moist brush, and I'm making sure it won't stick too badly with the on the cover, and it's easy because there is this soft gloss gel in there, so I can apply it, and with a baby wipe I'll at this point wipe most off so that I can see how it's going to look like. Okay. Actually, I'm going to change into a slightly smaller brush. Okay, so now I have kind of bluish background in there. To give you a metallic look, so to speak. It's not at the moment. And if I wouldn't have the soft gloss or soft matte gel in there, it would be really difficult for me to work with it like this. Clearly, for example, here I have missed a bit, and as you can see, it really stuck immediately to paint. I'll go around with all the sides like this for now, so that I have an even base. This is rather a quick process in the end for making a vintage look. I'm trying to make sure that I'll be able to open the box later. Okay, and here it looks rather messy at the moment, but we will start another layer in a moment. Okay. And now I am adding another layer. I know it sounds silly, but the first layer kind of gives you a tiny little hint in there of bluish tint, and then this is going to kind of make the ornaments pop out a bit better when I do another layer like this. Okay. Now, it still looks really messy, but at this point I am going to dry it a bit to make sure that I won't be wiping off any of the paint at the next stage. Okay, so now I have a really messy looking box with a really ugly coloring, and I do hope that this works just the way I managed to work with the crown. So now I add another layer of white in here. Here it's a bit too thick layer. This is to kind of smoothen the really stark contrast, and then when I have done this, I am going to use mica powders to highlight the things again. It's all about layers, as you know. Okay, I know I could achieve the look really easily with using metallic paints, but I have one problem. My white, metallic white, I think it's, is it pearly white, or you know, it's a Finnabair metallic white paint. It's I have run out, and the silver in itself is rather too dark for this purpose, so I decided that I'm going for mica powders instead, and impastos. So because you know, sometimes it's fun to try to stretch the mediums to work in a way that isn't so obvious. Okay. Now I have here two Finnabair mica powder pots or jars. This is white, and I can't remember from which set it comes. It's the white one, and then the other one is rather beautiful dark chocolate, dark brown, and I am going to go around with the whole box, and with a moist brush, and only the one white, I'm applying it all over the box. I could use a larger brush, which would speed things up a bit, but I think with the wider brush I would also miss all the curves and crevices in here. Okay, and here, and now I don't know if you can see it because the light is really a tricky one here, but I don't know if you can see that it starts to kind of blend now the impasto colors and the mica powder white to kind of a gentle colored mixture of silver. I found it rather fascinating. It's white, but when you have a base that inkling towards blue, it becomes silver. Okay, only pack side. This way. Okay, again a quick heating process. I was really tempted to add some seashells on the cover or on the lid, but I told myself that I should for once do a project without seashells. So here we go. I really think I can say I managed to do it. There isn't any seashells except for if I put some in there. Now I try to make sure that all the nooks are dry, because next step is to add brown. Okay, here we go. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you. And welcome. It's lovely to see you. I am going to mix a funny mixture of impasto ink block and this gorgeous dark brown mica powder, so that it's dark but it glimmers. Okay, and then I'll show you. I'm going to add around the edges again. With a tiny brush and a baby wipe and possibly some spray, and believe me, it's a quick process, this whole thing. I'm really slow one, and when I try to speak and do something at the same time, it takes me ages to achieve the same results I do when I do not try to think aloud or explain what I am doing. But it's a way to make almost any kind of project look vintage. And as I said earlier, you need to turn to Yvette, my Finnabair creative team friend, if you are wondering how to create these handmade ornaments. I was going to, as I have said earlier, I was going to use those gorgeous Finnabair molds, but my resin didn't work. I think I need to Google after this what could have possibly happened. Is there some kind of a best before date for the resins, or do they need to be used really fast after opening? Because I can swear I did everything just the way I always do. Okay. I hope your connection isn't as scratchy as mine. I always have to tell my kids not to be using our internet connection at all during my live videos, because somehow it seems that the connection always fails during the live sessions, and poor kids need to find something else to do while mom is making the videos. Okay. A mixture of pitch black impasto and something chocolate colorish mica powder. Okay, it's rather dark, but nice looking. Do you see how the powder mixture creeps into the nooks in there and highlights the patterns? It's beautiful. Okay, and this one. And nearly there. I am going to later on I am going to finish also the bottom, this one, and the inside. Actually, I think I am adding a real velvet layer for the inside to make it look really vintage, authentically vintage. And when with the vintage jewelry, I think it's going to be one more baby wipe. I somehow, sorry darlings, somehow I seem to miss half the conversations too. I haven't seen Ulla's comment. I hope I can. Here is Ulla's original question, because Claire seems to be able to answer to her. Yes, sorry. I am so sorry if the signal is weak. I am going to upload this for my YouTube channel, because I'm recording this, so you are able to watch it without interruptions and losing signals and so on, if you want. And I am going to also write, as I always do, a blog post about the process and all the materials listed in there. And I promise to put also a link for Yvette's webpage, where you can find information about the worms. But here, I think, okay, a major problem with my resin have okay, I have used the same resin several times earlier from the same bottle, or two bottles. It's 2-component resin, and have had no problems earlier, and this time it got stuck. I mean, it didn't even freeze or you know, it was a sticky stuff all over. And Elizabeth, thank you so much for your patience, and I will put a link for this one, for this process, for the video on the comments. But it's here, it's ready, and kind of in time too. So 1 hour it took to paint it with three impasto paints and soft gloss gel, sorry, and 2 mica powders. And here it is. And actually, I rather love it. It's a gentle looking one when I have also done something about the insides. But thank you, Planche. Thank you. So I think, because the video is so annoyingly horribly disgustingly bad quality at the moment. I think I just finish in here and upload it immediately to YouTube, so you can watch it again if you want. And I thank you for your patience. It was really kind and generous of you to watch me through the gaps here. And I wish you a beautiful week, beautiful end of summer and a beginning of autumn time. And I think we see in 2 weeks, because in Thursday 2 weeks I am going to have another live. I have ideas for it, but you will have to wait and see. And thank you so much, and I hope to see you soon again. Bye bye, darlings. Bye bye.